My name is Colonel Robin Gallant, born in Island Park, New York.
Who inspired you to join the Marine Corps?
It really wasn't anything I was thinking of until someone called up for my brother. And so, I mean, I wish I could say someone inspired me to do it. Most male Marines will tell you, I wanted to be a Marine since I was 6 years old. Well, I never even thought of it.
Who have you looked up to while you've been serving?
I gotta tell you, I find all the junior Marines in this command inspirational. They inspire me every day. They're seriously what keeps me going. I mean, I have a ton of fun with Corporal Voiles doing his little app, and then future Congressman Capers, just sitting down, being the most articulate, one of the most articulate young Marines I've ever met. That's what inspires me every day.
How has the Marine Corps molded who you are today, and why is that important to you?
Marines are people of character. When we read Leading Marines, and I think you read my newsletter, right? And in my newsletter, do you notice that virtually every newsletter has a paragraph in there from either Leading Marines, Sustaining the Transformation, or something that General Amos didn't bring up, which is the warfighting book. And I think the warfighting book is replete with information for young Marines to read also. But, you know, it's the character of a Marine, it's the morals that we bring, I think it's our integrity. That's what I like about the Marine Corps.
What has been your biggest challenge in service, and how have you met the challenge and or overcome it?
It's hard for me to say what's my greatest challenge, because everything's a challenge, because when you're in something this big, you know, nothing can always go right. And that's what's so much fun about it, because I love solving problems, and I love finding better ways of doing business, and I love seeing how Marines find better ways. If it's a challenge, it's a fun challenge, so it doesn't really feel like a challenge, it just feels like fun. And overcoming it is through you guys, all the Marines.
If you could make the commitment all over again from day one, would you, and why?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this has been the most spectacular ride of, and I can't even think of a better life than this. Okay, so go out to, how many people in the civilian community can get paid to, okay, you wake up early there. The first day is always the hardest on the rifle range, but once you go out on the rifle range and you spend your week or two out there, you're getting paid to sit down, soak up some rays, shoot some rounds, and then just have a blast. I mean, where do you get that in the civilian world? And where do you get going on deployments? Where do you get coming back and relaxing? Where do you get an infrastructure that supports Marines and Marines' families? Would you ever get that in the civilian community? No. Marines are a cut above. So why would I ever not want to be a Marine? Why would anyone ever not want to be a Marine?
If you had a motto for your outlook on service and life, what would it be, and why?
My motto, let me think. See, I should have done my homework on this one, because I got a couple, I think. Probably my biggest motto would be attack. Why? Because if you attack life, if you attack love, if you attack issues, if you aggressively attack everything in your life, I mean, you can't fail. I mean, the only person that fails is the person that doesn't have their heart into it. So you have to attack everything in life, and you have to attack it with as much passion without being overly, you know what I'm saying? A passion that that drives you to do the best that you can do, but not a passion that turns into something that can be ugly.